back here through Carpenter, and Umberger going to make contact. Caution flag going to come out.
Boy, oh boy, as we are ready to get this thing going. You guys got to watch the sprint cars, and I'll tell you, now it's our turn to put on the other half of this wonderful show once again. Thank you each and everyone again, because we are ready to go, as it will be the 002 of Tyler Arrington and Ross White going to be bringing them to the green. Brandon Williams in the 95. You'll have Bailey Codwell, Kenny Compton in the 55, Brandon Umberger in the number 12 of the 07 of Adams Cardwell, and Matt McCarter. Ladies and gentlemen, the American All-Star Series coming you high out of 3 and 4. It's showtime for the American All-Star Series here at Volunteer. Good start early. Arrington's going to come out to a big lead early as that 07 machine. That's going to be Bailey Cardwell, who was your quick time car. 3 wide, 4 wide, down to the backstretch in the mid-pack throughout the field. A lot of tight corners racing, and a big door was being thrown. A lot of rubbing. There's the number 51 machine. That's going to be Matt McCarter going to look to the inside of the 55. Leader at Tyler Arrington still going to take off, as you're going to have the number 0 rider, Ross White, going to look to the outside. It's Bailey Cardwell going to look to the inside of the 3 and 4 for that battle for that second spot. Cardwell unable to complete the pass against that number 0 of Ross White. It's still Tyler Arrington all out in front down to the backstretch, as you got them all sorts of places down in turn 1 and 2. Battle for that second spot is still looking good, as Ross White is still holding on to the outside. You've got Cardwell and that 07 machine looking to the inside. Bailey Cardwell still cannot be able to work to the inside of Mr. White. White back to the outside. Cardwell's looking back to the inside once again. Still can't complete the pass. Tyler Arrington is absolutely still gone. You got him beating and banging there for that 5th spot. As the number 51 machine, that's going to be Matt McCarter against Kenny Compton. Compton in that 55, going to look to the low side of the speedway. Still door to door down on the front stretch. It's still the 51 of Matt McCarter getting around Compton down the front stretch. It's still a great race up front. It's still Tyler Arrington. He's got Ramirez in the 1Z, as lap down traffic is going to be super heavy. It's time to focus on the leaders. Ramirez, there's Ellison, as Ramirez is looking good, as he can be the first car a lap down. Tyler Arrington still looking to the inside, clears Ramirez. There's White with a big run across the number 1Z of Ramirez. Tyler Arrington still working the bottom. He's got John Ellison right there in front of him as they make a little bit of contact with number 3. Now, once again, will this be the difference maker? Tyler Arrington in lap down traffic and struggles, but here comes White to the outside as the 3 ride's going to hit the wall up on the outside. As Arrington doesn't know, here comes White to the outside in lap down traffic. Big slider for Arrington. Arrington gonna look to the low side. White gonna stick it 3 wide with the lap down car. As they're door to door down the line, it's still Arrington out in front. Arrington and White going to war with John Ellison, and that number 21 right there in front of him. Arrington gonna be able to tip it to the low side of the speedway. Still cannot get there. It's still White to the outside. Ellison right in the way of Arrington, as it's going to be a new leader down the backstretch. It's going to be Mr. White in a number 0 machine. Arrington trying to battle back in lap down traffic. Arrington back to the inside one more time of Ellison. White to the outside in number 0 machine. 13 out of 40 here for the American All-Star Series, and Arrington in trouble. Gets into the lap down car, which allows the 07 to Cardwell to work to the outside. Good stuff here for the American All-Star Series. Mr. White now starting to pull away from Arrington. Arrington finally clears Sean Ellison in lap down traffic. As Cardwell's going to get the 0, he's going to move Ellison out the way. Don't look now. Now in lap down traffic. traffic. Here's the number 95 of Brandon Williams. As Williams able to work it to the inside, as it's still White out in front. Arrington hanging on to second. You got the number 3 down to the low side of the Speedway. As the 07 of Bailey Cardwell works on the outside and lap down traffic. White still working that number 0 machine on the outside Speedway. He's got Tim Damron, that number 23 machine on the inside. Keaton Smith gonna go a lap down as well, and that number 7 is Tyler Arrington trying to work to the inside of him. Pretty much no yellow flags in this one so far. We're 18 out of 40 here as Tyler Arrington's trying to reel that number 0 White in heavy lap down traffic. Big sliders and big bombs being thrown out throughout the middle of the field as well. But I'll tell you, the race is still going to get good as it's still all White after he passed Arrington and lap down traffic once again. White still ripping on the outside of the Speedway as you're going to have Mr. Chancy, or Chance, I can't say it right now, as it's going to be the number 0 White going to be all over the back of the lap down traffic. Chesney's going to go a lap down here as well as he is in right there in front. You got the number 8. Look out for the leader. The 3 wide in front of the leader. Look out down the front stretch as White's going to be able to hit the brake pedal, taking 3 wide in lap down traffic. 3 wide and lap down traffic. White is absolutely killing it through the middle of the turns as White still continues to work to the inside of that lap down car. Tyler Arrington now starting to feel it. He's going to be able to work to the outside as he's still close on that race lead. Arrington now able to work to the inside of the Speedway as White has no idea as we are 24 out of 40 as we got Ryan Smith slow down the backstretch. Cars slow down to the backstretch. You got the 3 going slow. Yellow flag on the Speedway. Woo, my goodness. Speedway, that track crew has put up an absolute phenomenal racing surface here for our American All-Stars here today. So give those guys a really pat on the back because they've done an absolute phenomenal job tonight. The whole crew here at Volunteer Speedway, for somebody that's never been here before, my goodness, you guys have done an absolute phenomenal job tonight. So make sure you guys give yourselves a big pat on the back. So Ross White still going to be joining us here once again. Can we get this Dixie double file restart going to get ready to go as it's going to be Ross White off to the middle with 3 and 4. He hits the throttle. We're back underway. First restart of the night here for your Stars and Stripes 40. And Tyler Arrington's going to throw the big slider right across the nose of Bailey Cardwell. Arrington says, I had enough of losing the lap down cars. As we got one spinning around. Look out, look out. We got one spinning around. It's the 95 of Brandon Williams going around in 3 and 4. Heartbreak Central. Great driving by the rest of the field to get around Williams. Boy, oh boy, what a save. Extracurricular activities happening on the front stretch here. The 55 and the 95, like I said, they've been battling really hard today as it's going to be Brandon Williams at 95, and you got the 55 of Kearney Compton. Those guys have been racing each other really hard, and, you know, looked like they had a little bit of a, and it still looks like it's going to continue on down to the backstretch between the two. And it looks like he's 95 and the 55 are still kind of sorted out here a little bit. He's going to go to the tail of the field after contact with the 55 under yellow flag conditions. So a tough break there. Motion's mental game here, especially in a race like this, a slicked off racetrack. Man, I'll tell you, you got to keep your cool out there. So as we're going to get things ready to go, we're getting that one to green being pointed and waved at it. The Stars and Sprints 40 is getting ready to get back underway. So I'll tell you what, it's still White out in front. Tyler Arrington, will he get that monkey off his back? He lost in the lap down traffic the last 2 races, had a dominant car. He threw that big slider in front of Cardwell the last time. And I know a certain somebody's pulling for a Cardwell as we are ready to get things started. Come on, boys. Let's go ahead with 16 more trips around the Speedway of green flag action. White brings it to the green. Big run here. Cardwell's going to be able to steal the spot as here comes a 55 ride of Ree and Kenny Compton as they're going to go 3 wide. We're under yellow flag conditions. Looks like it might be something with the start. They did not like the start. Especially a big audience here at Volunteer Speedway. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, we're ready to get this thing going. I'm ready. I want to see this thing go down, and I know everybody else wants to see this thing go down. 16 more laps of green flag action. Lord, please give it to me as we're going to have Ross White going to be able to bring him through the middle of 3 and 4. Let's go, let's go, let's get it on as it's going to be White. Let's do it again. We're underway. A much better start. Tyler Arrington's going to work to the low side of Cardwell, washes up the hill, no dice, as it's going to be Cardwell to the outside. Arrington going to try to battle back as White still leads throughout the field. Good start throughout the field. Hopefully we got 16 more laps of green flag action. Scratch that. We got 15 more to go as it's going to be the 0-0. Tyler Arrington looking to the inside of Cardwell, cannot complete the pass. White still leads. Oh, we got White in the wall. Trouble for White. Look out, look out, look out for the rest of the field. Oh, no. Your race leader is in the wall. Heartbreak and heartbreak here as Ross White is in the wall. Oh, my goodness. White. But I'll tell you, what a great showing by Ross White. Just a heartbreak for him coming off that turn, and all of a sudden the car is in the wall.
BJRN, Dodge SUV, move it now, we're towing it.
Tennessee plates. 838. BJRN. We need it moved now or your car will be towed. I repeat, your car will be towed. As the American All-Star Series going to get ready to go, as Bailey Cardwell in the 07 is going to take these late models through the middle of 3 and 4, and we are ready to go. We're back underway. 14 laps of green flag action. Please, can we get it? As here we go. Compton looking for that big run of a 2. Anderson's going to go for the block in 3 and 4. They make contact. What a save for Compton. Wow, Compton went for it all, and Arrington said, nope, not today in 3 and 4. Compton now battling back for that 3rd spot for the 51 of McCarter. As McCarter's going to work to the outside. What a move. Here comes the number 12 of Umberger. Umberger had a big run up on 3 and 4, and he takes 4th away. Caution flag on the speedway. Oh no, Joshua Chesney is coming to a stop. Maybe a low tire, might be a flat, looks like maybe a right rear tire as he limps that car to the speedway. Joshua Chesney was your hard charger, and it looks like he's going to come to a stop there. He looked like he ain't going to be able to get it into the infield. He's going to try it again through the other exit. So the caution flag will come out for Joshua Chesney and that Chesney Logistics number 5 ride. Small-time team, by the way, for Mr. Chesney. And believe it or not, he is related to Kenny Chesney. So that's a cool thing to know. I mean, I didn't know until I first came over here, but my, oh my. Looks like they're going to get it up on the record maybe. It looks like Chesney is going to be able to pass by that record. He's going to be trying to get that tire on. Yup, it is definitely a right rear tire from what I could see up here. So hopefully they'll be able to change that tire. And that American Racing tire, by the way, the official racing tire of the American All-Star Series, and hopefully he's going to be able to rejoin the field and hopefully get that hard charger once again. So as we're going to take this back up to the front shelf, it's going to be Bailey Cardwell still going to be out in front with Tyler Arrington. McCarter now going to be a new dance partner up on the outside, maybe Arrington if he chooses to do so. That 51 rod has come out of nowhere too at the later stages of this one here for most positions gained at this time. So Joshua Chesney is no longer there. Your new hard charger right now will be Jacob Owens in that number 8 rod. Boy, boy, boy. 12 more trips around the speedway here for your Stars and Stripes 40. And man, I am still excited for this. You got still a lot of passing on this speedway. It's a beautiful, beautiful racetrack right now. You got the outside looking in. You also got the bottom still alive, as we've seen Arrington try to work that inside every once in a while. And Cardwell, it's a typical Cardwell thing, always runs the outside. I remember so many times on iRacing, once again, that right rear would be bent up or crunched up, or that spoiler would be gone. It must run in the family, and I get to see it in real life. So as we're still under yellow flag condition, I believe for the fourth time here, we got about 16, and it looks like we're going to get things ready to go. Gentlemen, you know, we're ready to go. As it's Bailey Cardwell still going to be your leader, Tyler Arrington. You got Mac McCarter there for the third. You've got Brandon Umberger. By the way, I'm really trying to make sure I get that one correct every time now because I got told to do so. But we're ready to go as the American All-Star Series are going to get ready to go one more time. Hopefully our last yellow flag of the day as Cardwell's going to take them to the green. Cardwell's going to lead him off. Here comes the 51. It's going to be McCarter to the outside. He's looking for more. Big slider in 3 and 4. Clears it by a mile. New leader of freaking McCarter. Arrington, here comes Umberger. Big run off of turn number 2. As it's going to be the 51 and McCarter to the outside. We have just shy of 10 to go next time by. McCarter's going to stretch that lead over Tyler Arrington. As the number 12 of Brandon Umberger. As we got Cardwell in trouble. Cardwell's in trouble in the 07 in 3 and 4. Caution flag. So we're going to go nice and pretty down the backstretch, nice and slow, and that number 51 machine as Mac McCarter, sorry about that. He's going to lead the American All-Stars through the top out of 3 and 4. Get a little pushy and shovey on the start. Look out, we may not like it. Green flag is out. Arrington looking low to Umberger as Umberger's going to be able to work to the outside, and here we go. Arrington's going to stick it to the inside as there's going to be 3 wide out of 3 and 4. Arrington able to work to the inside of the speedway. We have got 9 yet to go. It's a slider battle for the number 2 of Arrington. Umberger up on the outside of number 12 as it's still the 51 of Mac McCarter. Umberger gets really loose off the top in 3 and 4. And we got Cardwell getting the back of the number 28 machine. Still for that race lead is still McCarter out in front with 7 laps to go. As Arrington throwing that big slider line, Umberger going to be for third. As that race is still for the lead, but it's still that 51 of Mac McCarter. Will lap down traffic play a factor in this final stage? I don't think so. We're going to get the high five. It's high five time for the 51 of friggin' Mac McCarter. 5 to go for Mac. It's still Tyler Arrington. That race for third is still going to be there as Arrington's trying to hang on once again as Brandon Umberger really working the cushion at number 12. Mac's got 4 more trips around the speedway. It's Tyler Arrington to the outside, and you will have the number 12 of Umberger. Meanwhile, here comes that number 95. Brandon Williams is up the 4th. Williams is going to go for it all in 3 and 4. He is catching Brandon Umberger. As Carter still leads, we should be seeing 2 to go. Going to be next time by. As that battle for third begins, and here we go. Where did that number 95 of Brandon Williams come from? After this, going to be 2 to go. Going to be this time by for the 51 of Mac McCarter. White flag. As McCarter's going to be able to work to the outside. Tyler Arrington comfortably in second. It's Umberger for third, but too little too late on a big slider. Mac McCarter wins your Stars and Sprints 40. Tyler Arrington going to be second. It'll go to Brandon Umberger for third. That is your American All-Star Series top 3. I'll go ahead. I got to run down. down to the infield here for driver interview. You got your voice on the gap, or also known as the Volunteer Speedway. It's Big Ken.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, what a race that was. We're going to get Peter down there to the winner's circle there to do the winning interview. It's been a heck of a
Climbing
show.
out of the car here at Volunteer Speedway, it's Mac McCarter.
Mac, I can't believe it. The big bomb slider. Congratulations. Let's talk about that move.
Yeah, that was a good move of the race, but I got to apologize to the 55 car. I think it's Compton driving it. I got in here, I thought he was going high, and he went low, and we made contact, and I apologize about that. But the rest of it was pretty good. We got behind hot lap and qualifying, but I just knew we had a really good piece, and the racetrack was great. Thanks for the fans coming out. It was a hell of a show.
You absolutely put on a heck of a show. You got a lot of great sponsors, a lot of great names. Congratulations. Take that $3,000 check away. Who do you got to thank?
I just got to thank Lord above, my wife and kids, my mom and dad. I wouldn't be able to do it without them. My brother working in and out with me every day. Just all our great sponsors, H&R Concrete, HPS Shocks, Base Fuel, King's Lawn and Land Care. We got Tennessee Homemade Wine, Phantom Race Engines, Run Like a Top. Junior's a really good friend of mine, and just everybody that helps us.
Congratulations on the win, Mac McCarter. You are the winner of the Stars and Sprints 40 here at Volunteer Speedway.
All right, congratulations to Mr. Mac McCarter on the win there. Ladies and gentlemen, let's go ahead and get your sportsmans lined up here and give you the running order for that. On the inside of row number one, we got the 329 from Harrogate, Tennessee, Travis Fultz. On the outside of him from Dandridge, Tennessee, we got Warren McMahon. Inside row two, the 63 of Josh Collins from Powell, Tennessee. Outside of him, the number 30, Addison Cardwell from Knoxville, Tennessee. Inside row number three, Brad Siegel from Seymour in that 31B. Outside of row number three, the 00 from Tazewell, Tennessee is Chris Raines. Inside row four, Terry Poor from Seymour in that 12 machine. And on the outside of him, the 56J from Sneeville, Tennessee, that's Jody Horton. Inside row five, the 31T from Knoxville, Tennessee, that is Wiles Tilley. On the outside of him, the 13K from Newmarket, that is Chris Kelly. On the inside of row number 6, the 50 from Knoxville, Tennessee, Adam Mitchell. Outside of him in the 14 machine from Tazewell, Tennessee, that is Odie Overholt. Inside row number 7, the 92 machine from Kodak, Tennessee, that's Corey Kale. On the outside of him in the number 7 machine from Dandridge, Tennessee, Heath Alvey. Inside row 8, the number 17 machine, Sneeville, Tennessee's own Logan Seal. Outside of him in the 21 from Deer Lodge, Tennessee, that's Brandon Swint. Inside of row number 9, with the 15M machine from Dandridge, Tennessee, that's Aaron McCarter. Outside of him in the 27 machine from Bean Station is James Bible. Inside row 10, the 15D, Bryson Dennis. Outside of him, the B main transfers up, the 15H from Knoxville, Tennessee, Colby Horner.